dear students. I welcome you all to this online session conducted by Sri Venkatramana Swami PU College, Bantwar. I'm Kavishri, lecturer in biology. So I'm going to start with third chapter in second PU syllabus biology, that is human reproduction, which comes under Unit 6, reproduction. So before dealing with the chapter, this year few of the topics from your syllabus have been deleted. So I have listed out the retained portions and deleted portions below. Please go through it. So this is about Unit 6, reproduction. Okay. So this is regarding with Unit 7, genetics and evolution. So in this unit, entire evolution chapter, that is chapter 7 itself, deleted. Okay. So this is about Unit 8, biology in human welfare. Here the chapter 9, strategies for enhancement in food production, is deleted. Under Unit 9, biotechnology. Okay. So next is Unit 10, ecology. Here the chapter number 14 and 16, that is ecosystem and environmental issues, are deleted. Clear? So under the chapter human reproduction, the contents what we are going to cover is introduction, the male reproductive system, female reproductive system, gametogenesis, menstrual cycle, fertilization and implantation, pregnancy and embryonic development, and the last one is parturition and lactation. So before we get into the details of all the processes, we need to understand some basic things about human reproduction. So number one is humans are unisexual and they exhibit sexual dimorphism. What do you mean by unisexual? So unisexual is nothing but each organism is going to possess only one sex organs, right? And what do you mean by sexual dimorphism? It is nothing but where males and females, they look different because of their sex organs and the hormones which are released by them, right? They are physically different from each other. Whereas in earthworm, the both gametes, male and female gamete, that is sperm and ovum, produced by single organism. Hence it is called as hermaphrodites, right? But humans are not like that. And next point is they are sexually producing animals. Of course, here the male and female gametes produces to form zygote, right? So here the sexual reproduction is only the mode of reproduction, especially in case of human beings. And last one is they are viviparous. So viviparous are nothing but those animals which give birth to young ones, whereas some animals which lay eggs, which they are called as oviparous. So later the eggs will hatch into new individuals. So as we all know, reproduction is a process by which living organism produce new organism similar to themselves. So here what happens is reproduction occurs, it produces new individuals. So that new individual undergoes development, it matures, and there is development of secondary sexual organs takes place, and later that also undergoes reproduction and the cycle repeats. Clear? So there are actually two modes of reproduction. One is asexual reproduction and the second one is sexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction, which requires only one parent, it is also termed as uniparental. Okay, it occurs by budding or fission, etc. Whereas sexual reproduction, which requires two parents, where male and female gametes are produced, that is sperms and ovum, and they fuse to form zygote. Clear? So does it mean they produce new individual throughout their life? No, it occurs only after puberty, right? So actually there are different phases in life of every organism, even it is plant or animal, right? They are juvenile phase, then it undergoes reproductive phase, then it is aging phase or old age phase. So where in reproductive phase the human being is capable of undergoing reproduction. Clear? So, what is puberty? So, puberty is when physical growth stops but the reproductive growth starts. That's transformation is called as puberty. In human male, it is around 13 year to 14 year of age, whereas in human female, it is 11 to 13 year. So during that period, certain physical changes occurs in both the sex, where development of secondary sexual characters will be seen during puberty. Clear? Okay. So next we will see about reproductive events. So there are certain steps will be required for reproduction. First one is gametogenesis, second insemination, third fertilization, fourth implantation, fifth gestation, and the last one is parturition. Clear? So these 6 steps will be mandatory for the process of reproduction. We'll discuss one by one. So here what happens is, as I mentioned, the fusion of male and female gametes takes place. For the fusion, the gamete has to form, right? So that process is called as gametogenesis. So gametogenesis is nothing but the formation of gametes. So this is the symbol of male and this is the symbol of female. So male produces male gamete, that is sperm, whereas female produce female gamete called as ovum, or it is also called egg. Clear? So male gamete which takes place in male gonad called testis. Clear? So this is the gonad, this is the gamete. So female gamete, that is ovum or egg, which produces inside female gonad called as ovary. Clear? So ovary is the female gonad, ovum or egg is a female gamete. Clear? So once gametogenesis occur, that is the formation of sperm and formation of ovum, the sperm, that is female gamete, it should transfer to the female genital tract. Clear? The sperm has to transfer to the female genital tract. It is called as insemination. Okay? So once it is transferred to the female genital tract, the fusion of sperm and ovum takes place. That fusion is called as fertilization. Clear? In fertilization, zygote will be formed. Later, the formed zygote, okay, so formed zygote undergoes cleavage, that we'll discuss later what is cleavage and all. So undergoes cleavage to form blastocyst. Okay, so this blastocyst attached to the uterine wall of the female. Okay, so this attachment is called as implantation. So once implantation occur, next process is embryonic development. That means the embryo start to develop. That process is called as gestation. Okay, so it takes place around 9 months. So once embryo is fully developed, next process is parturition, means delivery. Clear? Okay. So I've listed out the definitions of all the 6 steps. I recall. First one, gametogenesis. As I mentioned, it is nothing but formation of male and female gamete, that is sperm and ovum. Second one, insemination, is nothing but transfer of sperms into the female genital tract. Third one, fertilization, is nothing but fusion of male and female gametes leading to the formation of zygote. Fourth one is implantation. Implantation is nothing but the formation and development of blastocyst. As I mentioned, due to cleavage it forms into blastocyst, and its attachment to the uterine wall, it is called as implantation. Next step is, after implantation, embryo has to develop. This embryonic development is called as gestation. Once embryo is fully developed, next process is delivery, that is called as parturition. Clear? So here the introduction part will be completed. Hope you understood the points. Thank you.